All right. So what we're going to do here is go over the client brief. And basically, it is a recap of what we developed in all of our strategy calls and sort of just an outline for the next step, which is the stylescapes and how we're going to actually take what I give to you and present to you in the brief today and start to create a identity out of it. So
okay.
Let me share screen with you real quick.
So the identity isn't really created at this point, or is it just a summarization?
That's correct. The next step is the identity, which is we're going to start to create what they call a stylescape, and we're really going to start to put the visual to this right here.
Awesome.
Okay, so you can see this, right?
Yep, I can.
Okay, good. Is it big enough? Small? You good?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. So this is the client brief for Purdeep Sangha. Quick little table of contents, and we're going to shoot this over to you as well so you can have it for your, for your records. All right, so what are we doing? Purdeep Sangha provides coaching consulting to business owners in a results-driven environment with a passionate voice, helping them feel guided to achieve the results they desire. Sounds like you, huh?
Yep.
So
That's
what we
me.
did was that's it. Own it. So we took the 6 top brand attribute traits that we discovered on our brand attributes call, and we came up with results-driven, passionate, guided, results, and committed. So me personally, the results and the results-driven, it's kind of similar. They're related, but I can see people I could see 2 different meanings coming from them.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll show you how we sort of dissected that on the way,
Okay.
down below. So we picked some competitors of yours, and it just so happened that you were actually with this individual not too long ago. Right. And so I was thinking big.
Yeah.
I was thinking big, and that's why I created these people: Jack Canfield, Mike Gerber, Tony Robbins himself. I mean, listen, he's a human being. He's not too different than what we are. He's just a few chapters ahead, and I want you to start to think that way when we're creating. So, I could have picked internet marketers as your competition, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go bigger.
Yeah.
And
Gotcha.
Okay. So who are we designing for? Okay. So here's where we plopped in the user profiles. So here's Tiny Tim, and it's everything that we discussed, on that user profile call. Okay. Here's Mr. Ego Man. I tried to find a picture that was
That's good. I like that.
Burning $100 bills with a cigar.
Yeah, exactly. Right on.
Right. And then here's Lazy Susie, I should say. And her goals, needs, objectives, the demographic and the story. So here's where we created the love-hate document. So some of the things that we looked from a visual standpoint, you loved simplicity, you loved, just clear focus and clarity. So we found images that sort of portray that feel. And then here are some of the things that we thought that you hated. And it's sort of the internet marketing wantrepreneur, that's sort of what symbolizes that, the success secrets, the get rich quick type of mentality. Obviously listen, nothing against Kim K, but there's a lot of, what I'm saying. It's a lot of facade. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have, I'm not quite sure I forget what Malika and I were talking about with this one. And then, it's the the animal testing, and we know that you're an animal guy. So, so we made sure that was there.
Can we
Here was the list.
Just go up to the love one again?
Yeah.
Sorry, my screen didn't move.
Oh,
there we go.
didn't catch up. Yeah.
Can you go into? I see the animals. I see fitness one.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So exclusive packages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, at the time, we were talking about those one-on-one packages, the one-on-one coaching.
Yep.
So what we might have to do is just go back in here because you're tweaking that a little bit. We went into that group, right? So what we need to do is, we still have the one-on-one, right? But you said you're going to be extremely selective and only take 3.
Yeah.
So what we thought here was different packages for different tiers of your funnel or your value ladder.
Gotcha.
Would be key. So that's why we put exclusive packages.
Okay. And then social responsibility.
Yeah.
And then what's beside that?
It's sort of the guide, or it's sort of like
the spiritual.
That spiritual look. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like
Okay.
Once you've created that raving fan, or helped that client create that raving fan, now you got to set them free.
Yeah.
And you got to let them do their thing, and that's why the birds are flying away.
Yeah.
That's that. Here's our love-hate listing. We went through this on our previous call. Learning, teaching others, growth, all this good stuff. I'm breezing through this because I don't want to waste time. We went through this. But what should it look like? And here's when my team and I sat down and put together in this little format, and you've seen this before, your brand attributes. We highlighted the brand attributes that you felt strongly upon, and then we started to put together some imagery here. Now, don't get this confused with the stylescape. The stylescape is going to be much more in-depth and detailed than just some stock photography that represents the words here. So
yeah.
So
one thing, if you scroll up a tiny bit, because I am the results driven in the results. That is a little bit. And if I take a look at here, what do we have at the top? We have results driven, passionate, tenacious. Mm-hmm. Is that part of who we are? Like, is that?
Yeah. Well, we bolded it.
Yeah, but I don't see the tenacious part.
Oh, okay. So that's what we need. So what we'll do is we'll swap out results driven with tenacious.
Okay.
All right. Just make it quick.
Or maybe results with
tenacious.
Well, what do you think?
Well, here's the thing. We
from
took one. Yeah. So we took one from each, right? Let me see. No, we didn't. Yeah, so what I want to do is, I think, let's get rid of results up here and put tenacious.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. So remove
earlier this year in a small
results. Because you're very courageous, my friend. Tenacious. Okay. All right. So, results-driven, passionate, guided, tenacious, and then committed.
Yep.
Okay. And then, so here are some of the color schemes. So we developed 3 different color schemes for you. And here's where, I could guide you in the right direction, but I want to kind of feel what your gut's telling you as well. So color scheme 1, we went with this color pattern and this color coordination. So this particular blue represents stable and trustworthy. This shade evokes motivational and open, seeking meaning, support, vibrant, motivational, understanding, guidance, and calm. Okay, so that's this color scheme. Okay, the next color scheme has this pattern. So it's energetic, spiritual calm, wealth and wisdom, renewal, money color, growth, ambition, money. All right. So there's that color scheme. And then there's this color. And then there's this color scheme. The green palette, growth, success, money, wealth, results, ambition, safety. Green palette, light, calm, dark, trustworthy, wealth, wisdom. Green palette. So you're yellow. So now these color schemes, we're not married to any of them yet.
Okay.
But I can tell you that my gut is telling me that this color scheme would look beautiful.
The first one?
Yeah, throughout your brand.
And then, can I see the other ones again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last one I don't think is really, that's not me. Yeah.
This one here. Yeah. Yeah.
The green, yeah, really doesn't do much for me.
No.
The other ones.
This is one.
Yeah, I like that one. And if you go to the other one, this one pops out a little bit for me.
Okay.
So
what I can do,
yeah,
is we're going to create 3 different logo concepts for you.
Gotcha.
Right. So we can play with this color scheme for one concept.
Okay.
This color scheme for another. And then the third concept, I'm probably going to play with this color scheme again.
Okay.
Just to give you a heads up. And
Sure.
then see what we could develop there and go from there. So we're going to omit color scheme 3. So just taking some notes. Color scheme 3. Omit. Okay, cool. All right, here's some of the typography options that we came up with. Okay, so there's Gotham Book down below. There's the Babes New and the Caslin Pro semi-bold.
Okay.
Okay, with your particular brand, I love the Gotham family. There's Gotham Book and there's Gotham Black, there's Gotham Bold, and basically all that is different weights to the font. So this is the thinnest of them, like the skinniest version of the Gotham family.
Okay.
But I can see for headlines, I can see for, one-liners that pop, I can see the Gotham Bold. Or
now,
the
this is just for text. This has nothing to do with the logo, right?
This is just, these fonts are going to be incorporated in everything,
the logo?
including logo.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, including logo. So these are the 3 that we've played with. Now, I can tell you right now, not a huge fan of the Caslin Pro. I totally see us working with these 2 fonts here and the variation of the Gotham family. So, for instance, the font selection that I use for my brand is the Proximo Nova font family, and there's all different types. There's probably 30 different fonts in that family. There's condensed, there's bold, there's black, there's thin, there's regular. So what you want to do when you're creating your brand's typography is you want to pick one, stick with the family, and you do not deviate from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It is, you own it, and that's it. It's gospel. It's gospel. So what I want to do is I want to create some logo concepts that play with these 2 fonts right here.
Okay.
But thoughts? Someone keeps calling me from India. They called me last time from India too. So
Probably one of those scams.
Yeah, so I don't even pick up. If you don't leave a message, too bad.
yeah, exactly. So, as I go through this, I think I would have to see.
Yeah,
Hard for me
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the reason why I do it this way, and the reason why I've accepted this process that I mentioned to you on a previous call, is because I don't want it to be this wow of a surprise for you.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God, what made you think? So I'm just giving you little like niblets.
Yep. Makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
You're pre-framing me.
Yeah, and exactly. And then the next step is, okay, now I see how you used it.
Gotcha.
I like it. I don't like it. It's not resonating. You know,
Yep.
those types of things. But and then we can go there. So not to beat a dead horse, but those are the fonts that we've come up with. So the design directions. So there's the busy user, the motivated learner, and the personal story. Okay. So we've created some text here. The direction is, so direction 1 is focused on the results-driven, motivated, and growth-oriented attributes. Interface that works impeccable, is clean and a clear layout, prevailing white, negative space. Design is open, friendly, and easygoing, suitable for business lifestyle of the website user. The most simple of the 3 proposed directions, but not boring. Addition of detail guides the eye and helps reinforce the visual brand identity. The call to action buttons are always prominent, so they really pop, especially here on Squarespace. They do a really good job with that. Elegant and durable serif typeface for display fonts brings elegance and style, in contrast with body typeface, which is plain spoken and straightforward. Yet the typeface with a character. Okay, so here are some visuals for you to kind of show you the design direction that we're thinking about going towards.
Okay, and that's based off of, growth result.
Yeah, results-driven, motivated,
growth-oriented. Okay.
Yeah, because the busier the user is, the more simplistic they want to interact. They want the interaction to be very simplistic and user friendly.
Yeah, you know the pages that Russell Brunson uses for his, they just don't work for me. That's, they're so busy. They're just like, to me, it's like almost cartoonish.
Yeah, and that's not my style either. And when I saw him go that route, this was after we parted. I said it's up to you. But when I was designing for him, it was one font. I played with that family for a year and a half, and that I stuck with it. I did not deviate, and that's where all of his blog post images and a lot of his design was very, very clean. This cartoon stuff is just not for me. It may work for his audience, but it's not working for me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
All right. Direction number 2, the motivated learner. This direction's focused on the motivated, empowered, pushed past their limits attributes. The body copy layout resembling to those found in books, justified text. So we are justifying the text like here, as you can see here, and here. Motivational images, close-up portraits scattered across. I gotta fix that typo real quick. Scattered across the website, keeping high utility and friendly interface design. Okay, colorful layout, vibrant color combinations, chunks of information organized in titles, mixed with images for higher visual interest. Okay, so this is a bit busy. However, it does have this clean connotation to it still.
Yeah, it's still professional.
Okay.
Okay.
Tall headline typeface with clean, elegant shapes, blending technical straightforwardness with suitable warmth, allowing the user to develop a feeling of acceptance, guidance, and motivation. Participating in the complacent navigation throughout the website. This design direction feels like it takes the website user back to school, but it does so in a trustworthy and gentle manner, respecting users' experience, yet making the training fun and user accepted.
Okay. And this is based, what was it based on again? The
motivated, empowered, and pushed past their limits attributes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here's the personal story. direction: authentic layout, passionate, results-oriented business owner. So this direction is focused on the guided, empowered, results-oriented attributes. The use of testimonials of the fold, speedy introduction with the results of the training for the highly results-oriented. Got it?
Yep.
People want to see that. That's credibility. That's ethos. Interactive presentation of the testimonials, which motivates the interaction with the website right from the first glance. Images presenting Purdeep as the main focal point across the website. So, you can imagine you here,
Yeah.
that's what we were getting at.
Okay.
Focal point across the website, close-up portraits, which increase credibility and bring out the personal and human feel on every step. That's very, very important when creating that personal branding experience. Portraits are done in a manner that tells a story. Purdeep in different situations, portraits that evoke feelings, blurred backgrounds, imaginative, dark versus light backgrounds to give it that contrast. So you have that section here that's real dark, and then boom, you go like 100% contrast on the next section. That wakes you up. That keeps you intrigued. That keeps you focused and like guided. Light color is dominant on the website with a splash of vibrant color around the website. The authenticity of the design is enhanced by personal notes written in Purdeep's handwriting. That could be an idea or a play that we can work on for sure.
Okay.
And that, my friend, is the brief. So from here, we'll button up some of the typos. We'll get that tenacious in there. And if that affects the sort of design, which I don't think it will, because when you look at design direction 2, if we put in tenacious in there, I could see where that fits into some of the visuals that we've already included here. But again, I just want to tighten it up, make it clean. So if this is approved, I can get into, well, we already started the logo design with those 2 logo typefaces that I've chosen. But we can get into the stylescapes where I can start to sort of build out sort of the look and feel of the identity of this, of your brand, and then present that to you in about a week. And then once that's approved, then we can go out and start building the website design. I can tell you right now, the framework for your super funnel's done already. So it's all built out. The frame's up. The frame of the house is up. So what we need to do is approve the overall design and then get the website going. Once the website's designed and approved, we can go into development. And while the site's developing, we're branding out the super funnel for you.
Gotcha.
Then we meet back at the end. We tie it all up and it's done.
Okay. So the directions. The first one really doesn't do anything for me. The second and third one.
Okay. You're saying none of them?
No. Sorry. Direction 1 doesn't really resonate with me.
Okay.
I mean the actual layout. I like the
Got it.
terminology, but the layout really doesn't.
Okay.
Direction 2 is good. I like it. Direction 3 is professional. So for me, it's kind of like I don't know how to say it. Maybe even a blend. I don't know, because I have both sides. Very tenacious empowerment, but then there's also the professional side as well.
Yeah, I like it, and I know we could blend those two nicely.
Okay.
I think we just hint on certain sections and specific areas. We hint those two attributes, and we'll win. We'll
Gotcha.
win. Yeah.
And so, just want to pick your brain. I know because you mentioned that you already started the logo.
Mm-hmm.
We're going with Purdeep Sangha as the brand logo, or remember we were talking about superfans a little bit there as well.
Right. So so there's a couple of ways we can do this. We can create the personal brand being Purdeep Sangha, the superfans coach, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you can do the superfans coach by Purdeep Sangha. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I love. I don't know which one I love yet, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
I actually got to see it myself as well.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I will have a brief meeting with my designer. Told her that we've gone over the brief. Here's the feedback. Here's the direction that we want to go for the logo, and we will do two versions, and we'll see what it looks like. And if it's something that is like, boom, that's it, I get it, then we know where to go from there.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning towards, I don't know. I'm sort of leaning towards your name. I could tell you that.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that too, just because, later on as things progress and expand, there's so many different opportunities. I don't know if I just want to be tied to the superfans part, in 10 years. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. We're looking to go with something timeless.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing a version for you, seeing what it looks like.
Yeah. I'll leave it up to you. That's your
and go from there. But I think you're going to get more burn and more mileage out of your name.
Yeah.
All right, and that's sort of what I'm leaning towards. So I can tell you that. But other than that, my friend, we're done. So
cool.
Within the next, I would say, day or two, we will present the logo concept 1 for you. It'll be a very similar call like this. I don't think it'll go 30 minutes, quite frankly. We'll present one, and I present them one at a time, so you can really focus in on that one concept. Because when I give more than 3 at a time, people get overwhelmed. So
yeah, of course.
I'll present them individually. It'll be a very similar call like this, very quick, and that's how we narrow it down, and then we're done. I mean, it's the process. You gotta trust it.
Cool. Oh, sorry. The last thing is, I could be wrong because I think it was one of the earlier. We've talked about social media, but one of the questions I had early on was the actual social media profile,
the identity.
Yeah, for Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
You said we're gonna make it all the same, the creatives and stuff like that, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So what we need to do is we got to perfect the logo, finalize that. And then a lot of that identity is going to be created with the photography that you provided.
Gotcha.
So what I want to do is I want to get I want to get you to do that shoot tomorrow, and then get that done. Let me see if the new images are a go, or we use some of them. We use some of the old ones.
Yeah.
We do X, whatever. But I want something to compare the old ones to.
Yeah. So. Not now knowing that we've seen the brief, what would you suggest in terms of the poses, the look, the feel tomorrow?
Did you get the photo shoot checklist?
Yeah, I went through it, and I know you were saying for yourself you wish you would have smiled a little bit more. But should I just do a whole bunch of random type, or is there specific things?
Yeah, so I mentioned in that checklist where you might want to do some poses like you're pointing. Left, pointing right. A very strong, authoritative pose is the pose on my podcast cover.
Okay.
And on my timeline banner on mine, it's me like this, leaning forward a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That image there, I would totally model.
Okay.
Because I've actually been complimented on that pose, on how it's very authoritative and credible and all that. So
gotcha.
follow that look. I would try to do 2 looks if you can.
Yep.
So bring a change. Again, I don't mind you doing a few with a mid smile, but no smile, I don't think that's you.
Yeah.
Right?
I hate taking pictures though, I'll be completely honest, so I have to force myself to smile.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's because you're an inviting guy. Like once you're in, like once I'm with you and I'm interacting with you, like you're very like inviting and engaging, and I want that to show in your photography, because I tell you that first shoot for me, I mean, I was able to salvage some images from it, but I wish I would have smiled more, because everyone was like, dude, you're so polished, you're so fresh in these photos, but you look so mean. Yeah, you look so like mean, and I don't know if you don't look approachable.
Yeah.
And it was a lesson learned. It was my first, honest to God, it was my first real professional shoot, and you had to learn. You know, you learn from your mistakes. So I want to share those mistakes with you, so you don't make them.
Yeah, cool.
So
okay, so that's good. So that gives me some direction. Sorry, two more quick things. One
Please.
is the guy got back to me about LinkedIn. He has a coaching. He's created a coaching package. If you're interested, I can give you an update on it. So he's I'm totally interested in it. So what he proposed was he wanted to charge $1,800 up front to take a look at your LinkedIn profile, optimize it from a word perspective, because I think there's different, what do you call it, algorithms when it comes to searching LinkedIn.
Okay.
And then so for the first month, he's going to coach you and talk to you about hashtags, content, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then subsequently after that, every month is $500. But what I said to him, and I don't know if he's going to bite on that, he kind of came back and said, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I said, hey, look, I'm good with paying you $500 a month for 3 months with a target to say, okay, in 90 days, I want to hit so many followers, and then I'll give you the extra $1,300 that you wanted up front for the first month. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's $2,800 in total for 90 days, and then if you want to do $500 a month after that. But that's what I'm going to take a look at. So I don't know if you want me to try it out first and see what happens and how things are working out.